Luna, can you get my gloves? Bring. Give. Can you get my other glove, please? Get it, my glove. Bring it. Give. Thank you.
Before going on a walk with Luna, I try to burn off some of her excess energy because she sure has plenty. And I'll be the first to admit that Luna is not the greatest on leash, but she's amazing off leash. Luna is a border collie with extremely high drive, and working dogs are notorious for being difficult to manage on leash. One of the ways to reduce the leash stress is to exercise her a bit first. This gets her in training mode, paying attention to me, and thinking about earning rewards for minding my commands. In this case, I might give her a treat, a frisbee toss, or praise. Luna is 3 years old and doesn't really need treats as a reward, but I still use them on occasion. She also loves a good game of tug as a reward for doing the right thing.
Right side. Sit. Left side. Sit. Stay. Middle.
Not all dogs are extremely trained like Luna, so I don't expect people to be doing this kind of activity before going on a walk. But if you are having trouble with leashed walks, I do suggest playing your dog's favorite game to get them in the right mood and, like I said, burn off some excess energy. Of course, Luna has an infinite well of energy, but the benefits of challenging her body and mind every day are certainly evident at home every evening. I recently was away for a bit, and she hasn't been getting her usual level of activity. She became a bit needy, begging for pets and attention more than usual. So, today, we're going to change that with a 4-hour walk. If you don't like big activities like this, full of training and engagement with your dog, I suggest getting a calmer breed. Now, before anybody says anything about the dangers of walking with my dog off-leash on the road, I want to point out that this is a very quiet street with cars passing only occasionally and slowly. When a car does pass, I order her to the side and have her sit. There's no reason to take a risk when there are moving vehicles around if you don't trust your dog as much as I trust Luna, and I do not recommend you try this activity until you're sure your dog won't just take off after a squirrel or a cat or the whole car.
Slow. Slow. Back up. Back up.
I've seen trainers on YouTube and TikTok saying that off-leash walking in urban areas is nuts. Well, I disagree. I think it is nuts for most dogs, but there are those that are highly responsive to commands and are very aware of their environment. And if you take the time to train your dog to be behaved, to not chase after squirrels or other dogs, then you can do this. Luna's response time is instant. She's often responding before I even get the full word out of my mouth. It's that initial sound of the command that she responds to. In fact, I could use a slight movement of my head, a subtle hand gesture, or the clicking of my tongue to get what I want. She even responds to my eye movement. And this is why we can dance together so perfectly. I imagine this is because she was bred to herd sheep, and that's a job that requires constantly predicting what the sheep is going to do. Sometimes she overpredicts. She does things I don't want her to do because she predicts too quickly. But that's okay. I find it pretty amusing. Anyway, in this case, I'm just walking around my town in southern Quebec. It's about minus 10 degrees Celsius. Not too bad, but it's not weather for a regular frisbee. As much as I prefer tossing certain dog frisbees as I can get them to go much further than this Kong, I find this Kong to be ideal for long walks or hikes because I can roll it up and tuck it into my pocket, making it easy to carry. And it doesn't freeze. Regular dog discs, even those with flexible plastic, will freeze in this weather. They then become dangerous for your dog's teeth. So I prefer to use this rubber Kong. It stays flexible the entire time we use it, and it's extremely durable.
You got it! Did you find it, Luna? Yeah, you found it. Bring it. You bring it, silly. You're such a good girl.
The last one we had lasted nearly 2 years, and we found that one in the woods, so who knows how old it was. I also find it flies pretty well for its size and floppiness. And I'm a pretty good thrower. I can put this one out about 150 feet, and it stays on a flat line with a flick of the wrist. And we play tug of war with it quite often, and it holds up to the wear and tear. There's a small patch of woods not so far from my house that we often go walking in. This is where I trained her for hiking before I took her deep into the wilderness and did anything off-leash in the Green Mountains of Vermont or the vast forests of the Adirondacks. As you can see, that training has paid off. She is constantly paying attention to me, my every movement, and if I stop, she comes running to check on me.
Good girl.
She never goes outside of my sight, and she rarely goes too far off trail. If I'm concerned about where she is, I simply click my tongue, and she comes back. I always let Luna take her time to smell things. Dogs are kind of like detectives who love learning about whatever animal left that smell. Along with frisbee training and heel training, letting her just be a dog is also an important way for her to burn off energy. She's using her mind to think about what she's smelling. I like to think about what she's picturing in her head as she's soaking up these smells. They're like bright colors to her. Where we use our eyes to see the world, she uses her nose at a level that's hard for us humans to comprehend. So when we're taking these casual walks where we have no schedule or no place to go, I let her take her time. It's good for her. There's no reason to rush. I let her be a dog.
Leave it. Let's go. Leave it. Let's go. Oh, you see a little deer trail. Yeah. Follow the deer track. Is there a deer there? Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely saw the deer.
And as you can see, this 4-hour walk with plenty of frisbee and we even stopped at a pet store that I didn't film. She's tired out and a lot more calm at home. While she always wants to be involved in whatever I'm doing, be it cooking or talking to my wife. When she has plenty of activity, she can take a step back, lie down, and relax. Now, it's been a while since I posted a video like this. If you enjoy them, let me know in the comments, and I'll post more. Thanks for watching. How was your day, Luna? Did you have a fun walk? Yes, you're a good girl. Yeah.